Good morning and welcome to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I am Stacey Earleywine, and my partner in crime, Beth Cooper, is on vacation with her family. So it's just me today. So I guess I'm just going to have to talk to myself for the next hour. No, just kidding. I have a partner in crime here, my new partner in crime, my #1 partner in crime. Who are you?
Oh, and I'm Mr. Stacey Earleywine. Some people call me Jim.
Yeah, we like to call you. Yeah, is that what you call yourself?
Well, yeah, with people I know.
Oh, what, Mr. Stacey Earleywine?
Well, yeah, that's people I don't know. They do know you.
Yeah. Well, and I just came across an interesting fact. I just found out that my husband doesn't watch the show.
Well, it's because you've got me so busy doing everything else, I don't have time for TV.
Well, what are you talking about?
And then when we get home, you're the TV hog, and so I'm really surprised. You're such a narcissist. I figure you'd want to watch yourself anyway.
Well, I try with our grandson.
I guess we need to binge watch.
Yes,
You like
so
binge watching.
I don't know what your plans are today.
I guess I'm going to binge watch, by the way, with Beth and Stacey.
I think you are. Well, I'm excited about this show. I picked this show today because I knew Jim was going to be with me, and we're going to go through past Depot shows. And we're going to talk a little bit about the old Depot shows, when it started, why it started, and we're just going to have a good time with that today. After I wanted to, right off the bat, throw Jim under the bus. There are a few people that know we're doing this together, and everybody's like, so where's going to be the bell?
Yeah, the boxing ring bell. Ding, ding.
For whenever we take off and start arguing.
Just wait. The argument will start sometime.
Well, I'm surprised it didn't start right off the bat with you not watching my TV show. I mean, I would think that you could, build things and mow the yard and finish the theater and
watch your show
and watch my show at the same time. So I guess
I'm not quite the multitasker that you are.
Well, that is true. That is true. Well, we always start off our show with ads from old magazines. And this ad comes from Better Homes and Gardens, July 1952. Look at this ad, Jim. This is great. It's an old Kool-Aid ad. I love the way that the colors are so bright because whenever I've made Kool-Aid in the past, they were never that bright.
Yeah, well, you don't follow instructions.
Well, that is true. Oh, but... Well, I mean, when it comes to cooking, no, I don't.
Yeah, well, I mean, how hard could Kool-Aid be? But...
Well, I think we had a son ask us that question one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kool-Aid in the icebox. Buy the pitcher full. Saves me $2 a week on beverages. $2 a week. This was in 1952, so big swigs weren't invented yet. Where were they going? But I love the glasses. And, oh, hey, do you remember, gosh, I was thinking about this the other day. It's like you can buy a package of Kool-Aid for like 5 cents. The very bottom underneath the orange glass, there is a popsicle stick. And I remember, do you remember, Jim, those, oh, gosh, I think you could buy them from Tupperware, and it would look like an ice tray on the bottom, and then you'd fill in the little plastic cup, then I wonder and then like the plastic stick that went in it had holes in it. Wonder why they had the holes in those sticks.
Well, it's because it had to stick to it. If you didn't have the holes, then that filled in the holes, and then it would stay to itself. But if you didn't, the stick would slide right out, and then you'd lose your popsicle.
Yeah, but fudgesicles don't have holes in them.
But fudgesicles aren't ice water.
Ah.
They're not ice.
I woke up thinking about the day. Why do those little things have holes in them?
You see what I deal with every day. She wakes up thinking, why is there holes in the sticks?
Right. So. I loved those things. I don't know. There's something you like warm them up a little bit. They just pop right out. Did your mom make them?
Well, we had the thing. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. We had the little metal tray and the popsicle sticks. Everybody did.
Yeah, they were. I think they were from Tupperware.
Probably got them from S01E27 green stamps. I remember going to the green stamp store and getting stuff.
What's that?
You never went to? And got, oh well, okay. You're gonna have to do a study on that.
Okay.
On By the Way with Beth
and Stacey.
Because S01E27 green stamps were a big thing. I guarantee you're gonna get a lot of things from your.
Okay, I gotta write that down.
From your viewers. Yeah.
I better write that down.
You would go to the grocery store, and every time you bought something, based on the amount of money that you spent, they would give you S01E27 green stamps.
Huh.
And you had a little book, and you'd fill them in this book, and you'd keep the book full, and then you'd go to the S&H green stamp store, and you'd exchange them for stuff.
There was an actual store?
Yep.
Get out.
And we'd go, and I can remember going, and Mom would sometimes get stuff like dishes and Tupperware and things like that, but sometimes there was toys and things that we would pick up. But yeah, do a study on S&H green stamps.
I've never ever heard of that ever in my entire life.
Your mom never did it, huh?
I don't. I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Huh. Yep. But that was a big thing, and people. That's what I think of. That's a lot of people had the same stuff in their houses, is because.
Huh.
But yeah.
Well, you just taught me something today.
Oh well, that's every day if you just listen.
Well, I think the prime conversation there is if I would just listen, because according to my husband, I don't listen.
Huh?
Yeah. What'd you say? Are you in the house? Who cares? But yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I'll have to mention that to Beth, and we'll have to take care of that. But yeah, so Kool-Aid was our sponsor today, I guess we could say. But yeah, we're going to talk about the Depot shows. And we started the Depot show in 2001. And I don't know why we've just always called the Flora Depot show, because all of the shows were created to raise money for the historic depot, because back in 2001 was the beginning of all the construction and getting it all done. So the depot shows started way back when, and it's so weird. It's almost like I wish they would have just started in 2000, but it was 2001. I don't know. I'm kind of that weird person. But our very first depot show was called Sentimental Journey. Mm-hmm. And the brains behind this depot show, and I've talked about Bill and Shirley Snyder before on the show, but it was written by Bill and Shirley Snyder, Bill Ridgway, and Jack Thatcher. Of course, they're all gone, you know. Right. All the guys that did all this in the beginning. But the first depot show, Sentimental Journey, back in 2001, was directed by Jay Keel.
Oh, yeah, I remember Jay doing those.
Yeah, see, because I forgot. I always knew that he was in them, but I forgot that he actually directed them. Yeah, that's kind of neat. But it was so funny. Like, we look back at these old programs, how many people were involved. There were so many people involved in this generation, because Mary Kinley was literally the music director for years. We had a full band. Do you remember when we had the full band?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it was crazy. We had production director, sound, dance team. Oh my gosh, you remember when I bought the tap shoes?
Yes. You were so excited about learning tap dance.
Wasn't that great?
Oh yeah, and you'd come home and show me your tap moves. It's like, that's really good, honey. Being the supportive husband.
Yeah, we had publicity program printing, ticket sales, finance, costumes, stage and props, makeup, ushers. I never remember ushers. So I'm wondering if those ushers,
Well, you gotta consider where these people, they came out of an era where variety shows and live entertainment was big.
Yeah.
I mean, we grew up in an era where you went to the movie theater and you watched movies.
Right.
And live plays wasn't that big of a deal to us. But these people come out of an era where it was live production, and so everything was live. The music was live. The writing was done by that, and then everybody remembers that you had ushers that would take you and seat you.
Yeah. So I guess they actually did seat people.
I mean, you don't remember the guys. Of course, they put monkeys in them now, and the monkeys. That's why they call them monkey suits, because the monkeys wear the little top hat.
Oh yeah, they were cute.
I'm sure these ushers didn't do that, but this is the era they came out of, and so they were trying to bring back that nostalgic, feeling of plays and production, and so they had all this, and they had all this to do.
Yeah.
And they were a big deal. I mean.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was kind of a. Well, I would have always been backstage. I've been involved in them, every one, since 2001, and excuse me, and so I would have been backstage. So I missed the whole usher thing.
Right.
I wouldn't even know what was going on. But I also remember when we had a chorus. Remember how we had the entire chorus there, and we would sing lots of different songs. Every preacher in town was involved.
Right.
But yeah, the chorus members had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We had 33 people in the chorus.
Yep.
33 people in a chorus up there. It was so much fun.
And that, and again, those people grew up in school, and they were probably in chorus. Mm-hmm. I mean, chorus was a class, and you know, it's kind of died out. You have singers now. You have a few singers here and there, but very few schools that will at least have choruses anymore. But these people grew up in that, and so that was what they did.
Yeah, some of the things in the Sentimental Journey, some of the songs, the City of New Orleans, Doug Mack did the City of New Orleans, Happy Days Are Here Again. So we kind of stuck with that time period. Oh gosh, Wanda Easton just passed away. Remember how Wanda Easton used to play Shirley Temple? Oh. And Minnie Mouse all the time. She did Good Ship Lollipop, I'll Be Seeing You, Some of These Days, Crazy was played, This Is My Country. I guess, the first one was the first time I did P.S. I Love You. I mean, just so much. Yeah, good old Summertime.
Well, and this is why this year when we did our show and we picked the play and there wasn't opportunity for singing, people were a little disappointed.
Right, we have to go back to this.
Because that's what people like. They like the singing and they like the live performing as the singers, and they enjoyed that. And that's what they remember this being. So.
Well, and actually looking back at these old programs, it was more singing
than it was acting. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was a lot of, Sentimental Journey was number one. Then we have 2002, WDPO, Turn Your Radio On. Yeah, that was a good one too. And I think we still have kind of the same. And what I loved about the Depot programs is they literally talked about, like they had pictures of the beautiful depot because it was all about restoring the depot. And Frank Nichols, the actual architect and builder of the depot, which Beth and I have covered Frank on a couple of episodes because, like when you talk about Frank Nichols was the gentleman who built the depot. He was the architect and the builder, but he also owned a concrete business. And I'm telling you, Jim, because you don't watch my show, so I need to get you a little bit more informed on who Frank Nichols is. Because chances are you don't know, right, dear?
I do not.
Yes. So when you're walking around town, he basically poured a lot of Flora sidewalks.
Okay.
And he put a stamp, like, I don't know if you've noticed, but like if you're walking, have you ever seen that stamp? That's Frank Nichols' stamp. It literally says Nichols on it. But I'm going to just real quick hit this one. But WDPO in Flora, Turn Your Radio On, once again, was written and directed by Bill and Shirley Snyder, Bill Ridgway and Jack Thatcher. Mary Kinley was your music director. Your co-host, oh my gosh, Judy Mann. Judy Mann was in a lot of them.
Oh yeah, she was hilarious.
She was a lot of fun. And we had the singers and cowboys. Now, in the last production, the preachers were hobos and now they're cowboys. And we'll talk a little bit more about that after we take our first commercial break.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Stacy Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
And we are back again with By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I'm Stacey Earleywine, and this is my husband, Jim Earleywine's joining us today because Beth is on vacation. And we are talking about past Depot shows. So
Fun.
They are a lot of fun. You want to talk about bringing back a lot of memories. And there's so many of them that are gone.
Right.
You know, there are so many of them gone. We're talking about episode 2, WDPO. And it's funny because, like, in the beginning, they were all like the first one, Sentimental Journey, you know, Train Depot, WDPO, Depot, you know.
Right.
So they were pretty catchy phrases. We were just talking about like how we had singers and then the all the preachers in town. So we had Bill Campbell, Rick Artis, Tom Brewer, Don Bunnell, Bill Thompson, Rob Clifton, and Ben Van Heine. And these preachers back in the day were game to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd do those skits.
Well, there's a lot of them in today's, too.
Well, that's true.
I mean, if you think about it, I mean, with some of them that we've had in there, I mean, you had Joel Hackney.
Right.
You know, myself. Josh Woods has been in one. Mark Smith is in them now.
Yeah.
Ben hasn't been in one for a while now, but
we'll get him pruned back in.
But yeah, so there's been several of the preachers in town that are involved too.
Yeah, and they would get up and they would dress up like hobos and cowboys and in 2003 Depot show was called Depot Paris. I'm not really sure why it was called Depot Paris. But
probably a variety of stuff, right?
Yeah. This one has, and this once again was written and directed by Bill and Shirley Snyder.
Now, some of the depots were like an actual play, and one scene fed off the other. Others were like a variety.
We were
show.
just a variety show.
So that's more of a variety show, isn't it? The Depot Paris.
Yeah, because like just like in Depot and Depot Paris, like Harry Penry and Steve Pollard did. I've been working on the railroad. You once have been a beautiful depot, which was you must have been a beautiful baby. Bonnie Thatcher wanted to do that one. She just recently passed away. Chris's Power and Tumbling, Joyful Noise. Yeah, literally, it's literally all music at this point.
Right.
I think the Depot Paris was all. Let me find my spot here. I wish they just, that's one thing I don't like programs where you have to go searching for stuff. You have Act 1 over here, then 15 pages later you have Act 2. Oh, here it is, Jim. The Bumblebee Junction skit. Jim Earleywine, you're right. Yeah, you and the boys. So you guys, you made your first appearance in Depot Paris in 2003.
Yeah, walking around as a bumblebee.
Yeah, because it was the Bumblebee Junction skit, Stripes, with Bill Thompson, Tailspin, Jim Earleywine, Queen Bee, Betty Simmons, and BB, Bill Davis.
Yep, I remember Betty being in it with me. I think she wrote me into it.
Yeah.
So
she was the first woman to push you into putting on a crazy. So it's Betty Simmons' fault why you're a crazy costume.
She created the monster that I am today.
I think we're gonna have to. You said the boys were in it though.
I thought they were. I thought they were just following me around too, but maybe they were.
I kind of think that they were.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
Our boys, Mac and Connor, they're hams.
They are.
They're hams. They.
I mean, I think they get it naturally.
You think they get it honestly?
Well, I think so. Yep. I mean, they grew up with it. So.
Well, true, yeah. I can't remember which show. There was a picture of me in the paper, and I can't remember. I don't know. It was the skit where we did Mama's Family. I can't remember which show that is. I'll probably come across it, one of these stack of books. And, gosh, I don't know how old Connor would have been. Well, if they started in 2001, when were our kids born, Jim? What was Mac born, 91?
91 and 94.
So Mac would have been 10, and Connor was born in 94. Mm-hmm. So 6, 7, and 10 years old. And there's a picture of me, and I'm singing Cry Me a River. Yeah. So the picture's me with and my son Connor's like going, and the picture's like up behind me on stage, you know, with the crying. Yeah, we should have got rid of that kid a long time ago, shall we? He was always making fun of me.
He was always a source of entertainment, both of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll go.
Well, and Mac he was more shy.
Yeah.
But then, okay, so then he saw us doing all this stuff, and then they had what was it, the man pageant at the schools.
Well, it would have started out with you guys doing them lip sync contests.
Oh yes, yeah, the lip syncs over in Clay City.
Yes.
Champions undefeated. The saying.
Do we have trophies somewhere in the house?
We did, yes. We got trophies. That's the only trophy I think you will display of mine that I ever got.
Well, because my babies were in it.
Yeah, right. But,
do you remember what the first lip sync you guys did?
I don't. I don't remember what it was. What was it?
I'm trying to think.
It wasn't Cotton Eye Joe.
It would have had to have been Cotton Eye Joe.
But
it would have had to have been Cotton Eye Joe.
It might have been. But
yeah, I can't remember. You guys did too many of them.
Yeah, but no, Matt came out of his shell a little bit, and then in high school with the man show.
Yeah, the man pageant.
The man pageant, and then now, jeez, Katie barred the door. He's uninhibited.
Uninhibited.
But Connor's quite the ham. He's always been.
Yeah. They like the stage, but like I said, their parents have always loved the stage themselves. So, 2004's Depot Variety Show was For the Love of Flora. And once again, I probably need to explain to my husband, since he does not watch, by the way, with Beth and Stacey. Do you know why Flora is called Flora?
Yes.
Okay.
Sort of.
Let me know.
Well, I won't. I do know it was named after somebody's daughter.
Somebody's daughter, yes.
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 And was it the person that brought the depot into town, his daughter?
Yep. So the person that's, the builder of the depot, they had a daughter named Flora.
Okay.
And so, long story short, the depot was supposed to be not where it's at now. It was going to be in Mooresville, which would be out kind of like by Julian's in the West Y. But the people, because it was called Mooresville then. And so they went out there, and the people that owned Mooresville, they were like, no, we don't want the depot. We don't want all these people coming here. We just don't want them around. So then Samuel White, the founder of Flora, I believe, I think it was Samuel White. He's he was one of the original founders of Flora. He went to found this John Nichols and said, hey, if you'll build me, we'll let you put it here. Right where the depot's standing now, put it here, and we will name the town after your daughter.
Right.
So, and he was like, "Oh, okay, sounds good." So that's where Flora gets her name.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, there's actually there's a block in the corner of the Library Park that's got says something a little bit about Flora,
okay.
And it actually says something about there's a sister city
in California, right?
In California.
Yeah.
Well,
that was a big thing.
Yeah, because I think it's a lot of Samuel White's children ended up going to California, and so there's where we get that tie-in. Like he had children. Or I hope I'm getting that right. I'm almost positive it was Samuel White. My memory's not the greatest. But anyway, that's where.
Contrary to what you may think,
what
I do get some of my knowledge outside of Beyond By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I mean, there are other sources of knowledge that I get my information from. So
where would that possibly be?
I hate to burst your bubble, dear.
What? Mind blown.
I know.
Mind blown. No.
I know.
What do you Google?
Well, I've involved in other things too, cemetery tours.
I forget about all that stuff.
And I mean, being involved in depot shows, we have been told about the history of the depot.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to let you have a pass.
Next show.
For the Love of Flora. All righty.
What did I do in that one? Sound?
Huh? Nope. You haven't started doing sound yet.
No.
You weren't in this one.
I wasn't.
No. Oh, now this one where we take a little bit of a change. So now it's directed by Becky Hymans. You remember Becky?
Oh, yeah.
I loved her.
I remember that show.
And it was written by Becky Hymans, Bill Ridgway, and Jack Thatcher. And then production consultants were Shirley and Bill Snyder. Let's see. We still have our singers. Oh, and we have our tap dancers still in there. And this, guess what the preachers were doing this time?
It's hard to say.
Indians. I'm almost positive they did a cowboy and Indian skit sometime, didn't we?
Oh yes, we did. Because I was an Indian.
You were an Indian.
Yeah, I was an Indian.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, this was the one in the this was broken down like in 1917, 1920s. This was where we did the flappers. Okay. I bet you remember that red flappers outfit I had made.
Yes. I have dreams.
You're not very nice. And in the 1944 and 60s. So this was like, so for the love of Flora, it was like a decades of Flora,
okay,
which is fun. Now we're getting into the ones that I think are really, really funny. Hee-Ho Depot.
Yep.
The hee-haws. Yep. Now we've given you the incredible, horrible job of sound man.
Yes.
So this is where your sound adventure begins in 2005.
With the Depot.
Well, with the Depot. And I mean, when did you start really venturing out and doing a lot of sound?
When you made me do your class reunion.
Oh, well...
And it wasn't asked. I wasn't asked. It was.
Oh,
my husband has CDs and he has sound. He'll do it.
No.
Oh, hey Jim. By the way, we're having our class reunion. You're going to DJ it. What?
Hey Jim. By the way, so literally, I've come up with "By the Way" since 2005.
Well, yeah. Well.
Or since when did we get married? 1988.
But no, running live sound is.
Oh boy.
It's a thankless job, but it's nerve-wracking. Oh boy. I don't know why I've done it so long, but.
Yeah.
I guess because nobody else will do it.
Well, that's true.
You do it. Most people do it once, and then they're like, "Okay, I'm out." And I've helped a friend do some pretty big productions, and I'm like, "That's way over my head. I'm out."
Yeah.
But
so Hee-Ho Depot was all about the hee-haw show.
I remember
that was a fun one. See, when we had
Hee-Haw was huge.
Hee-Haw was huge. That was a fun show. I did Lulu that year. It was great. That was so much fun.
Yeah, because you got to paint your face.
I get to paint my face. Oh, my gosh, she was about one of my favorite characters.
She was hilarious.
She was loud and obnoxious. I was perfect for the role.
Okay, you said it. I didn't.
Oh, yeah. The Cornfield Connection.
Yeah.
Turkey in the Straw. We even did the You Were Gone.
Yep.
I don't know who did Archie and Charlie. Archie and Charlie, and oh my gosh, and now Priscilla Henson's joined the cast, and her and Dan Cooley did Dolly Parton, and Kenny Rogers and did Islands in the Stream.
Yeah, Danny sang in a lot.
Oh my gosh, that was fun.
Oh, I remember Danny. I don't know which one it was. It's coming up. He played Tim Conway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm missing 2010s. I am missing 2010's Depot.
Oh.
So I don't know where it's at. I don't know either, but I've got to find it. But yeah, that was funny. Yeah. And but yeah, so yeah, that because we did put them two together quite a bit, and but we'll come back with more Depot shows after our commercial break.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, you just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It's the weekend, and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experienced that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I am Stacey Earleywine, and this is my husband Jim Earleywine is joining me today because Beth is on vacation with her family. And if you'd like to know where to tune in to By the Way with Beth and Stacey, we are on Wabash on channel 100 every day at 11 o'clock. You can also catch us on YouTube, and you have to type in By the Way with Beth and Stacey and spell Stacey correctly, Stacey, because we're not so famous yet where we're just popping up, honey. Can you believe that?
It did on mine.
Well, sure, since you've done it.
The 2 episodes that I did watch.
Exactly. And Ty, how many episodes have we put out there? Let's throw Jim under the bus right now.
I keep hearing it's in the 20s.
It's in the 20s now.
I think it's less than 30, but it's...
Well, we're getting up to 30 because I think this is episode 27 today.
Well, yeah. So, like I said...
Ty's going to find him, and then you're going to be in big trouble. Yeah.
Well, I'm already in big trouble. I live in trouble.
And 22. So there's 22 episodes on YouTube, honey.
Yes, dear.
And you don't have anything to do today?
Yes, dear.
Unless it's go to the lumberyard and pick something up and build something.
Besides side the pool shed.
Okay, that's fine. But anyway,
and build the ramps.
Well, you know what you can do while you're out there siding the pool shed?
Is put it on.
Put it on By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
Okay.
And you can also catch us on Facebook. And we are talking about past Depot shows, which I'm loving this show, by the way. So we are at 2006, Flora RFD. Now, I love this one because this is when Connor comes in.
Okay.
Connor plays Opie.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that? And Andy Griffiths was played by Bill Atwood.
Did he play Andy?
He did play Andy.
Okay.
Right now, we've changed directors again.
Well, and that's okay. So yeah, and didn't Dan Kulig play? Barney Fife.
Yes. I'll tell you what, Dan Kulig was hysterical in these things.
Yes, and then Doc Bunnell
was Floyd the Barber.
Floyd the Barber, and you sang.
And
he had a toupee on. And,
oh my gosh, yeah, yeah. This one was directed by Pat Garrett and Angie Borelli. So now we've changed directors and stuff.
And so and it's Nick Frost.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
He would come to every show, and he would remember that skit where you sang.
What was it that I sang? What's the song?
Oh, boy, I can't remember.
I'll have to try to find it. But anyway, Juanita. So Juanita was...
Yeah, he called you Juanita for so long.
Yeah, Juanita was actually in the Mayberry shows.
Yeah.
But she was never seen.
No.
Remember, Juanita was one that Barney Fife...
His girlfriend.
Yeah.
But you never saw her.
No, but you never did see her.
Is that right?
I think it was Fire. Wasn't that song Fire?
I think it was, yes.
Fire, something like that. I can't think of how it goes. It's escaping me right now.
Yep.
It just says performance. Stacey Earleywine doesn't find it. But anyway, so long story short, you had Barney Fife was in the barbershop. Floyd, Dr. Bunnell, was the barber. Dan Kulig was Barney Fife.
Yeah, I think so.
And then there might have been a couple ones anywhere. And then Juanita comes in looking for, of course, Barney Fife always had his Mary Lou.
Yeah.
Was his girlfriend. And I would say out of all the Depot shows, that's my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Because one reason is I made Dr. Bunnell a black toupee. And didn't he have it on crooked?
Yes. Of course, then you messed with it, and it got and he acted like he was so nervous.
Oh, my gosh.
It was the cutest thing.
It was the cutest thing. I wonder, some of these are on, we may have to find that one because, like I said, Dr. Bunnell's in there and Floyd the Barber, and Juanita comes in this sexy little number, whatever, and I'm singing Fire, and I'm all over and all this stuff. And it's funny being all like Dr. Bunnell and them guys, And Dr. Bunnell had his toupee on, and I was running my hand through Barney Fife's hair, and I walked over to Dr. Bunnell and went, and straightened his toupee.
I don't know if he was acting. I don't know if he was acting or not, but he was really embarrassed.
Dr. Bunnell.
He was funny.
So fun.
Yeah, he was always willing to. And there's another preacher.
Yeah, Dr. Bunnell was always game for anything.
But he would play some. I remember he played Slim Shady.
Oh my gosh!
That? And
he tried
to rap.
Yes.
He had the gangsta walk.
Oh, he did, Dr. Bunnell. Yeah, Promise Gilkison put him on. He had his little hat on crooked, had big chains on him.
And he came out
the real Slim Shady. The thumbs. I don't know. I don't know rap, but
he came out to that. It was.
That was funny.
He's like, "What is this?"
Yeah, Dr. Bunnell was game.
But he was game for anything.
And then we have 2007, The Depot Show Tonight, which the lead on this was Dan Kulig because he played Johnny Carson.
Yes.
Yes, he played Johnny Carson.
That's the one with Mary Kinley and the Chip Lady.
Oh my gosh, it was.
And she played the Chip Lady.
Yes.
And she had gas. and we had to bring in the fart sound. And she went along with that.
Yeah.
And Dan, I don't think Dan could keep a straight face.
He could not.
I mean, because we had the fart sound come on, and Mary Kinley didn't break. She didn't break character.
Not even close.
She straight faced the whole time. It was so funny.
That was great.
It was so funny. And
yeah, because you'd have been the sound man, so you was in charge of the fart sounds.
Oh yeah, I was in charge of the sounds.
And the Depot Show Tonight was directed by Pat Garrett and Angie Pirelli. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the Chip Lady because this one had some. Because now we're getting into more like once we started with RF Hee Haw and them, we started getting into more skits and not just all music.
Right. And
so then we started
filled in between the scenes.
Yeah, because I did Ethel Merman that year. Gary Burt did Frank Sinatra. Berdella McGrew did Dolly Parton. Oh my gosh, yeah, we had so much fun with that one. But I forgot about the Chip Lady.
Oh yeah, yep, the Chip Lady that came on. And if you would Google Johnny Carson Chip Lady, there was an actual lady. She came on with her potato chips that looked like famous character, and and she was really serious. And of course, you know how always Johnny, he would respect the people that were on there, but it was kind of more of a satire thing, But yeah, there was a Chip Lady, and Mary Kinley played the Chip, and it was. And then,
so
but she
funny.
came out, and didn't she play her accordion, though?
She did come out with her accordion.
And played a song on the accordion?
Played the song on the accordion. You know what was great about that one, too? This was when Dr. Bunnell came out as Tiny Tim.
And he sang Tiptoe.
Tiptoe through the tulips. Tiptoe through the tulips. And he sang the whole thing with his little ukulele.
He did.
Oh,
it was hilarious.
So fun. And then, of course, this year, so this is funny. And then we had, of course, Priscilla Henson and Dan Kulig doing Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings. Remember, Priscilla came out with them Willie Nelson long ponytail.
Yep.
The long braids. Oh, my gosh.
Lots of fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that one was a good one, too. And then we have Flora Depot Idol 2008 came along, and we kind of tried to do a
more singing.
Yeah,
get back into the
and do kind of like we switched up. We actually switched up the the judges. I'm trying to find who actually. Oh, this one, Jack Thatcher directed this one. The writers were Becky Hyman, so she's back in there. Music director again is Mary Kinley, and you're on sound again. I don't really remember. I think Flora Depot. I don't think it was my favorite.
Where are the scenes at?
You'll have to flip through there, like I said.
I know. Well, you keep talking.
I'm gonna keep talking. What do you think you're looking for?
Well, the scenes. It's like Act 1 and Act 2. It tells you what the scenes were.
Well, I know that. I've done this 1,000 times.
Well,
but I just didn't. It wasn't my favorite, so I didn't care.
Well, all right.
Because we got a lot of shows to get through.
George Gonzalez.
Because now
Sue and Two.
Yeah.
Sue Herliman, Sue Reef.
Because now we're going to get into some of the funny ones. Okay. Yeah, I just didn't like.
Oh, George Dickinson played Elvis.
Oh, that's right. Elvis did make an appearance.
The judges were Bill Atwood, Robin Atwood, Mary Beth Welch Collins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sonny and Cher, Dan Kulig.
Sonny and Cher, Dan and Priscilla.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what some of those were, but I don't remember that being my favorite.
Ben Van Heining, Okay, go ahead.
So now, and in 2009, what's that one? You have 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
2009, we didn't have a show. I don't really know why. We didn't have one. I guess did we not have a director or producer at that time, maybe?
Well, maybe not. I mean, Jack probably got out
and then
Bill Oliver started writing.
And Bill Oliver started stepping in. And then I do not have, can you believe that I have every book except for 2010? I do not have 2010.
Right, you said that already.
And I'm trying to think of which show it was. 2010 would have been Stay Tuned. And that's when Bill Oliver started stepping in. Stay Tuned. And I got to find that one because I think it was a good one. But we're going to move on to 2011.
Okay.
Depot variety stocking stuffers. Now, this was one of the first ones that we actually ordered.
Oh, yes, because Jack, well, they couldn't find somebody to write, and Jack, we ran out of time.
We ran out of time, so
Jack purchased the play.
We purchased our first play.
And this is where
this is where I make you get on stage.
Yes.
So that is the very first time. Remember this? So
well, second, but first time I was a bumblebee. Which was less humiliating than this one.
Oh, this one, well, it's a little bit, it's okay. So stocking stuffers was all about holidays. Ty, can you pull up the picture with Jim and I? Just Jim and I?
Here we go.
The funniest thing is you look like our dog Sassy, our Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
You guys did.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm dressed.
I was Cupid.
You were Cupid, but why am I dressed that way?
Well, you were in something. Maybe you were the lover or something.
I sang something to you.
Have. Yeah.
I don't remember what I. Oh, I think I sang "My Funny Valentine."
Yeah, I was Cupid. And I kept saying I'm an angel, and Rob Clifton kept calling me a fairy. And I said, I'm not a fairy, I'm an angel. And it was the fun, yeah. And I had to wear a tutu. And
oh my gosh, if only. Okay, so like when you guys watch this episode, right down where Jim's arm is at, you can see his tiny bit of his pink tutu. Jim's rear end's not as big as mine. My tutu's sticking out, but Jim's is. You are a good sport, honey.
Well, if that's what you want to call. Either that or just stupid. You
are a good sport. Yeah. So that's fun. So I come and I'm like, hey, we're doing this variety show, and I kind of need you to be Cupid. And I don't think you had that in mind.
No.
That's not what you were thinking?
I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much fun.
Yeah.
And then pull up the picture with the baby dolls. This one was in there too.
Yes.
So that's Promise on the Floor, Robin Atwood, I'm in the Middle, and Joy Gurrell. And we did a baby doll skit.
Yes.
I think those are the only runs from that.
Yep.
The only pictures from that. I love that baby doll outfit. I got to find that baby doll.
You still haven't?
Yeah, we keep everything.
I know. We got a theater now.
We need to build on. Well, we got the theater now, so we keep everything.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go venture off into 2012.
Yeah,
so
that was my biggest mistake, was agreeing to play a fairy. I mean an angel.
An angel, because now we venture
now
off.
Now the door's busted wide open.
It is busted wide open. And after our commercial break, I'll tell you the terrible things I did to my husband. We'll be back.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Pegel's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Pegel Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
The insurance specialists have options to tailor to your needs at CSI Insurance Brokers. Experienced insurance brokers at CSI are skilled with all types of insurance plans and policies and represent many companies, including Safeco Insurance. You'll benefit from their detailed expertise, unbeatable premiums, and commitment to customer service. CSI Insurance Brokers and Safeco Insurance Company, providing affordable rates on quality insurance since 1952.
For over 50 years, at your locally owned and operated Royal King Supply in Salem and Olney, we've helped you and your neighbors enjoy an easy country lifestyle. We carry the most thorough sporting goods department around with a huge variety of hunting and fishing gear, camping equipment, and a variety of firearms for any need. Our team is here to help you find whatever you need. Open every day, it's Royal King in Salem and Olney, your locally owned farm and home store.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey, and I'm here with my husband Jim, and we are talking about past Depot shows. And we are now in 2012, and this is where Jack Thatcher's like, I'm tired, I'm getting older here, will you take this over? So this is when I started writing and directing the Depot shows back in 2012, and I changed things up, and when I say I changed things up, pretty good. I went with The Wrong Show, which is a
spin-off of the Gong
Spin-off
Show.
of the Gong Show. And so who am I going to go to for my Chuck Barris?
That was me.
Oh, you played Chuck Barris so good.
I got to wear all the hats.
You did wear all the hats.
I got to wear all the hats and dance.
Mm-hmm. And remember, Ben Van Heining played
Gene,
the dancing machine. Oh, my gosh.
We had a ball.
That one was a good one.
That was fun.
That was a good one.
Had a gong. Everybody was gonging people. It was funny.
We did have a big gong up there, didn't we?
Yeah. Who played? Did somebody play the unknown comic?
Oh yes, John Smith did.
Did John Smith?
Yeah,
play?
Bill Oliver's nephew.
Yep.
John Smith did. Yeah.
Yep. Unknown comic.
The unknown comic.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
That was a good one. And then Gene the Dancing Machine.
Yep.
Then in 2013, see, I'm a Saturday Night Live freak, so we went with Going Live. It's FS&L because we do the Depot shows on Friday night and Saturday night. And so we started doing Saturday Night Live. Now, do you remember what you did on Saturday Night Live?
Oh, boy. Yeah, cheerleaders. Me and Promise were the cheerleaders.
Yes, you and Jim and Promise McGrew played the Spartan cheerleaders. That was priceless.
Yep.
And we had Ben Van Heining played the motivational speaker.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. I can't remember what I did on that one.
Chris Farley played Matt. What was his name? Matt.
You said Chris Farley.
Yeah, but
the Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, the cowbell.
Yes, we did the cowbell with Dr. Bunnell, Jared Cohn, you and Rob Clifton.
Yeah, Matt Foley. Yeah, and he was the motivational speaker.
Yeah.
And Matt Gilkison played the teenage boy.
Yeah.
And Ben crashed through the coffee table.
Oh, my gosh. And then David Billingsley and Bill Atwood did Two Wild and Crazy Guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Because they were on the dating game.
Yes. That's right.
They were the dating game.
That's right.
That was hilarious.
And then Jared Cohn and I did the music teachers.
Yes,
that was a great skit.
That was a good year, yeah.
The cheerleaders. Gosh, now that I'm going through, and you and Connor did Bring It On Down to Plasticville.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, I don't think people got that one.
No, probably not.
But that was hilarious.
And then Judy Mann did the church lady. Could it be Satan? That was so fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to pick what's my favorite.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live might be. I thought Mayberry was, but now I may have to change my mind.
Mine might have been either the Wrong Show or that Saturday Night Live one. I don't know, but
that was
to actually perform in, I think, was probably the Wrong Show.
Well, yeah, because you were the star.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe I let that pass.
Yeah. I didn't get to sing.
Well, because you can't,
Well,
honey.
no, I just think it's because you don't want me to steal your thunder.
You're never stealing my thunder.
But until Night at the Wax Museum, and then I got to sing, and everybody was like, "You can sing?" I'm like, "I can."
No, it was comic singing. No,
sing.
Honey.
I think there was a comment on Facebook. Somebody said, "What a voice."
No, I think it was more like, "What a voice."
I don't think so. I'm going to take it the other way. And I'm offended by that.
Oh, get over it, Snowflake. Okay, here we go. So then we go to 2014, and we did Laugh In.
Yes, I built
and
the big
you built
wall.
that super fun wall.
I still got it, and you complain about it.
I know. Well, because you clutter up.
I've used it.
Honey.
I've used it.
What did we use Laugh In for?
I used it up for Halloween.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh, yeah, people stuck their creepy hands through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something to be married to a wood hoarder.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to figure.
Laugh-In was fun.
Laugh-In was fun. You and Berdella did a money skit.
What?
A credit card. I can't remember that one.
I don't remember.
But that was fun because Jim built this really cool wall and actually painted it. Berdella and I painted it in the garage, and we did all this crazy, and he actually cut, so we literally had people on ladders backstage opening up doing the one-liners.
Sticking your head in, yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you that remember Laugh-In. We tried to mimic it as closely as we could.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then 2015, we did a Depot Rewind, which was just some of our favorites.
Well, and that's where. Okay,
What?
so 2010, which she lost. I think it was lost on purpose.
No.
Bill Atwood wrote a skit about the Clampetts.
Oh, that's right.
And he had Jed and Granny
And who played Ellie Mae?
He wanted Ellie Mae to be an ugly woman. I don't know why he picked me. But he said, I didn't shave my beard or mustache, and I had to wear Daisy Duke shorts. And so I played Ellie Mae. And so whenever we did the rewind, my wife makes me do that again.
Yeah, that's right. That was funny.
And so.
Yeah, you totally did Ellie Mae.
And I was someplace one day. I was out of town. I think I was at a volleyball game, and somebody was in the stands. And somebody all of a sudden yelled, "Ellie Mae!" And I'm like, who are they yelling at? And then next thing I know, somebody yells, "Ellie Mae!" And I turn around and I look up, and they're like, "Yeah, you were Ellie Mae." And I'm like, oh, great. Of all the things you remember me as, you remember me as this cross-dresser, Ellie Mae, and a Depot show.
Well, that's because up on stage.
And what year was that?
That would have been 2000. Ellie Mae would have been 2010. Now, this is 2015.
Okay, well, see, and this just happened last year.
Oh,
So
wow. You were very memorable in your Ellie Mae. But still, and then, and we brought back, because in one of the plays, we did the Sister Act skit.
Yeah.
And we did the I Will Follow Him, and I played Whoopi Goldberg. That's one that whenever I go, people are like, that was a great skit.
It was a good one. It was that. Well,
Yeah.
And of course, we failed
nuns.
to mention that at the end of every one of these, Dr. Bunnell would sing,
Yes.
"God Bless America."
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was until he just got to the point where he couldn't sing, but. He actually, we wheeled him out there one year in a wheelchair, and he sang it and did a great job.
He did. Yeah,
He
he could sing till the end.
Yep.
But, of course, then the motivational speaker came back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the year that Berdella did She's Got You, where she had the outfit on and she pulled out all the stuff.
That was hilarious.
Oh, we did the Flintstones, too. That
Yep.
must have been a fun one.
Ben was in that.
Yeah, so we definitely brought back the Matt Foley, Ben Van Heine. Oh, and the Star Trek skit.
Oh.
The Star Trek skit was one of Bill Oliver's babies, and
we went through a cloud and we changed.
And they changed it when all the men turned around. They had breasts.
We had appendages.
Yes, so that was fun. Yeah, that one was a good skit.
And Robin Atwood grew a beard.
Yeah, because then she turned around.
Yeah, so
that was funny.
Yep.
And then 2016, we hit the Oscars. This was one that Beth wanted to do, so we did a spoof off of the Oscars. And right now, Beth and I are still.
That was one that we've had a couple participate that haven't been back. Maybe we scared them off. That was the Toby and Melanie Pierce.
That's right.
They played Brad and Jolena.
That's right. That's right. They did play Brad, Jolena, or whatever. 2017, the Depot Zone.
Yeah.
We did a next stop, the 1960s. So this was the one that had, we just did all the 1960s stuff. And I know I'm going through, we're running out of time. Oh, we did Gilligan's Island, the Munsters. Oh, I remember, I love doing the Munsters. And Bill Thompson played Herman Munster, who did a great job.
Yeah.
Petticoat Junction was in that skit. So fun. And then we go to 2018. You're the next contestant. We wanted to do game shows.
Yep.
Game shows was a lot of fun.
Yeah, because I built the.
Oh my gosh! Remember
wheel.
Celebrity Jeopardy? You were Burt Reynolds in Celebrity Jeopardy.
And
Matt Lovett played Sean Connery. Oh my gosh, Matt Lovett is the best thing that happened to our town.
He's
in 100 years.
He plays a lot of different actors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's one I remember because the kids, Josh's Woods kids, came to that, and I had a big hat, and I said "funny hat."
Funny hat.
And they remember he is funny hat guy.
Well, and now Stephanie Hemphill's getting involved. Her sister Stacey Blair.
Yep.
Amy Allen's getting involved. Sarah Hackney and Joel Hackney are starting to get involved.
Yep.
And then Ryan Muskoff starts getting involved in the shows, and
Ryan's one of them that's hilarious.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it.
No.
But talk to him.
No.
And then 2019 we did Pass the Remote. And that was, gosh, I don't even hardly remember this one. Oh, cartoons. We did the Scooby-Doo. Hey, can you pull up the Scooby-Doo? Here, this is the cast of the 2019 show. And we did Scooby-Doo, The Tonight Show, The Heckler. Oh, my gosh. So you got Stacey. Oh, there's Josh Woods in there.
Yep.
Oh, we got a werewolf in there.
Ted.
Who's the vampire? Oh, and Becky Wiley's in there.
Is that John Smith, maybe?
I don't know.
Was he still doing them?
But I love the Scooby-Doo, and Ryan Muskoff's in the.
Oh yeah, and that's where him and Matt did the karaoke barroom singer, and Ryan was the heckler. That's classic.
Well, oh my gosh, and look who's right behind, next to Amy Allen, is Joel Hackney in that crazy wig.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So let's just flip through some of these pictures. Now we've got pictures of what we're doing today. Just flip through some pictures. Oh, Night at the Wax Museum.
Yep.
And yeah, that's Night at the Wax Museum still. And we've got some people. Oh, stop right here for a second. That's it. And now for Night at the Wax Museum, we had this large cast, so we had to bring some of the kids in.
Yep.
Of course, there's Becky Wiley back there.
She's not a kid. But.
No, she's not. Molly Lindemann's in it.
Yes.
Okay, flip me to another picture. Oh, and wait, what's this one? Oh, this is Night at the Wax Museum.
Night at the Wax
so now
Museum.
we have an older cast.
They were the curators.
The curators, yeah. So Leslie Lieb.
That's Beth with the
Beth
walker.
is there with the wig on, and we had Leslie Lieb join us, Valerie Butte, Rhonda Cooper, and the girl on the side that, since she looks so old, I'm missing her name right now.
Right.
Who? Grace Herman. Yes.
Yep.
All right, now let's flip to a couple more. Oh, that's some backstage shenanigans. That would have been getting ready for.
Yep. Get ready in the art room.
Yeah, getting ready in the art room, and that was we did a Laverne and Shirley right there because Stephanie's got that. Okay, flip through some more here, babe. I
don't remember.
I have no idea what's happening now. I'll have to ask Cindy or Promise what that is, but I know Promise is playing an Oompa Loompa, and I remember playing that. But I can't not remember. Oh, there's me and Beth looking spiff. She's got to put more highlights in her hair. Her hair looks really good right there. And is that all my pictures?
Yeah.
So that is a super quick recap of the Depot shows.
Yeah, and then what the 2 you're missing was what we did the Night at the Wax Museum, which we just covered some. And then this year,
I thought I had Murder and Agatha pictures up there.
Agatha was.
I could have swore I had Murder and Agatha pictures.
We did that one out at the park because
that was 2021 because we didn't
after COVID and still things weren't opened up yet, but we did it outside.
Yeah, 2020 we didn't do. 21 we did out the park for Aunt Agatha.
Aunt Agatha, so that was a big cast. That was fun.
Yeah, 2022 I thought.
Well, and here our producer or Jansen
was in that one. Yeah,
one.
Did I not send you? Did I not have any from out the park? Apparently I didn't.
Okay, and she sang in that one.
That was fun.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And then we did.
And then in 2022 we did Night at the Wax Museum. Yeah, and then this year 2023 we did One Wife Too Many.
One Wife.
And I don't have any pictures on that one. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed our recap of the past Depot shows. But now we must end with our rules to live by before we take off. And I'm anxious to see. He doesn't know what I'm going to say here. Rules to live by, Jim. Our mind is our best friend and our worst enemy.
Amen.
Ain't that true?
Preach it.
Yeah, because, boy, you can wake up and, it's our best friend, but our worst enemy.
Yeah.
Gosh, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have more to say about that in the last 20 seconds we got, but of course you start preaching, we ain't ever going to get out of here.
That's true.
Jansen's going to have us, but
don't give a preacher a microphone.
So did you have a good time today?
I did.
Well,
it was fun.
Well, you think you'll ever come back?
I probably will be made to come back. But no, I did enjoy it. It's fun. It is fun.
Yeah, you probably will be made to come back.
Again, like you said, though, our kids get it honestly. But,
that's right.
I'm not going to turn down much of an opportunity to get in front of the camera or on stage.
That's right.
And make a fool of myself sometimes.
We love making a fool of ourselves, and we are so glad that
you love making a fool of me more than I like it myself.
Okay, I know. We got to go now.
Okay.
All right, I'm cutting you off now. Have a great day. God bless you.